Louis Vuitton is just one of those companies that reminds us of wealth. But what's it like being the owner of the world's biggest luxury goods company? Today, we'll talk about the billionaire lifestyle of LV owner Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault was born in France in 1949. His father was a manufacturer named Jean-Léon Arnault, who graduated from École Centrale Paris, while his mother, Marie-Joseph Savinel, loved the brand Dior. Bernard received an engineering degree from École Polytechnique in Paris. Back in 1971, he took control of the civil engineering company Ferré-Savinel that his father once obtained from his wife's father. Years later, Bernard had changed the direction of his company towards real estate, and also purchased the parent company of Christian Dior itself. Later, in 1987, Bernard finally got the chance to invest in Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, or LVMH. Now, Bernard's company owns all kinds of luxury brands that produce some of the most expensive goods in the whole world. Real estates. Owning huge chunks of land just comes naturally with being a multimillionaire. And with a $175 billion plus net worth, Bernard Arnault is no different. It turns out that Bernard silently acquired 5 major properties in the Beverly Hills area between the years 2016 and 2017. According to reports, the 5 places cost about $125 million in total, and that's just property. Bernard Arnault likes to spend his days in France, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have several places to go to if he feels like traveling. The multi-billionaire owns almost half of Rodeo Drive. Back in 2016, Bernard dropped almost $32.5 million on a house in one of the best streets of Truesdale Estate. Then, in November 2017, Bernard put $17 million on a mansion atop the Bird Streets of the Hollywood Hills. But Bernard wasn't done. It took only 2 months to build a $14 million house right next door. Both houses are situated in the front row of the neighborhood that gives stunning views of LA beneath. Bernard also has multiple properties in his home country of France. The most notable one is his huge chateau-style mansion in Saint-Tropez, which has state-of-the-art features such as the amazing outdoor swimming pool. Yacht. Billionaires are not all about their business and corporate activities. Like every other human, they have their own hobbies and passions that they like to fulfill, in rather expensive ways. Bernard seems to be interested in spending his time on huge luxury yachts. Back in 2008, Bernard got into the yacht business by buying out Princess yachts for 250 million euros. He then invested in Von Lent for almost the same amount, which totaled his investment to $500 million. Along with those two, Bernard has also acquired one of the biggest yachts in the whole world, known as Symphony. It's a 100-meter-plus long yacht that can hold up to 36 passengers. It's been divided into 8 staterooms with a separate area for the crew members. But other than these, Bernard has also been the owner of Amadeus. This super yacht has been priced at $70 million. It was originally built in 1969 for research purposes. The yacht has an icebreaker hull and a huge body. The super yacht has also hosted several big names over the course of the years, including Tony Blair, Boris Johnson, and Bono. Private jets. Multi-billionaires can't be expected to wait for airplanes or fly with passengers that they haven't specifically chosen. Billionaires instead pay millions of dollars to own private jets that they can take anywhere, anytime. Bernard Arnault also has an entire range of airplanes that make his journeys super quick, convenient, and of course, luxurious. He's the owner of a Bombardier Global 7500 with registration FGVMA. The jet is considered to be the world's longest and largest business jets. It can hold up to 19 passengers. The jet has a price of $73 million. Bernard also owns a Bombardier Global 6000 with registration FGVMI. This particular jet was designed back in 2012, and Bernard bought it for $23 million. Private island. Land isn't just limited to huge mansions, hotels, and shopping malls for billionaires. These people have the money to buy out entire islands, and they do. Frenchman Bernard Arnault is the proud owner of Indigo Island, a 133-acre island in the Bahamas. He spent an estimated $35 million on this private island, which gives amazing views of both the hilly terrain and aqua blue ocean it's situated on. Luxury hotels. Bernard also owns another luxury asset, and that's luxury hotels. His company, LVMH, is the owner of both Cheval Blanc and Belmond Hotel. Both of these hotels are known for their extravagance and amazing amenities. Cheval Blanc is a huge site with 72 rooms and suites. The hotel also offers luxury spending on stores such as Louis Vuitton and Dior on site. On the other hand, Belmond is an entire luxury hotel chain with sites across 24 countries worldwide. Art collection. Bernard Arnault also seems to be an arts and culture enthusiast, at least from his luxurious art collections. Over the years, the French business tycoon has acquired works of world-renowned artists such as Pablo Picasso, Henry Moore, Yves Klein, and Andy Warhol, just to name a few. These pieces could be well worth millions or even billions, considering how valuable they are. According to reports, Bernard likes to keep his favorite works of art close to him, right in his Paris home. Bernard also launched a competitive program for fine arts school students, who each year win $340,000 to afford them the chance of starting their personal label. Since 2013, this program of his has changed the lives of several talented students. Vacations. And when Bernard's not making money, he's out vacationing. And sometimes he does the two together. He's a wine lover and owns over 10 wine houses. Some of the most famous ones include Moet and Chandon, Hennessy, Chateau de Quim, and Krug. He's such a huge fan of wine that he likes spending his free time at vineyards around the world. His favorite area seems to be Bordeaux, where he controls a beautiful and rustic vineyard known as Chateau Cheval Blanc, along with his friend Albert Frère. He also likes to vacation on his private island, along with other places. Donations. Bernard's very brief list of public donations is rather surprising considering the amount of money he has. He doesn't seem to be a big donor and hasn't been mentioned much when it comes to giving back to the community. One of the notable donations he made was back in 2019. The billionaire gave away a total of $234 million to help with the repair of the Notre Dame in France, which caught fire during the early days of the coronavirus pandemic. Bernard has also donated to the Amazon rainforest cause to help battle wildfire. The sum he's donated amounts to almost $11 million. It's also possible that Bernard makes donations all the time and doesn't reveal them. Who knows how many times he's paid smaller sums to various causes without making it absolutely public, which is why it seems that he's not that big on donations. Nevertheless, Bernard's publicized donations aren't that extravagant compared to some of his fellow billionaires, such as Bill Gates. Bernard Arnault owns a lot of things. That's just a consequence of being crazy rich like him. His list of assets seemingly doesn't end, and with a long list of heirs, it's understandable that he's spending his money on useful assets that'll secure the future of an entire generation. That was it for today's video. Thanks for watching.